Do I look cool?
No.
Fair enough. All right, so Johnny Whitesnake here. Unfortunately, we need 50 subscribers to
we suck that much.
go
We suck so bad
live
we can't even
mobile.
go live on the phone.
So anyway, we're just gonna make a video, like directly under a light.
Oh, you're fine.
We're gonna make a video and upload it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and then maybe 10 more of you fucks will subscribe, and we can actually go live mobile because we do want to go live during cons and stuff like that. We'll go to.
We'll check. We'll actually lose subscribers.
Yeah, I guarantee that was bad. But anyway, so let's start over here. We start off over here. I have my Empire Strikes Back poster. First thing as we walk down the steps here. Another thing I'm pretty proud of here is my collection of helmets. This one was custom painted. This one was a gift, actually. It was given to me from a friend. The original Clone Wars helmet. This is one of my more prized possessions, the Rearmored Boba Fett.
Worn during your wedding.
Well, yes, it was. I actually have been trying to put together a cosplay with the Rearmored Boba Fett, but it's going to cost upwards of $1,000. I'm looking on buying files to 3D print this stuff and just do everything myself. That'll cost me about $100. So a lot easier on the wallet anyways. But yeah, very cool actually. This comes down, has a viewfinder and everything on it. So really neat. Actually, it's not that bad to look through either. I enjoyed it. And yeah, that just shuts off when I do that. A nice Goodwill find. This photo right here. It was pretty cool. It kind of follows you. It's one of those things. Up here, I recently just moved this stuff into place. I had a lot of my Pittsburgh Penguins stuff displayed here, but they've lost their privilege to be in the basement because they have not been great lately. Two of the more recent collector pieces I found. It was marked as Blue Mandalorian. He does have blue tint to his armor and whatnot. And then I have the Holiday Mandalorian, which I thought was cool. No one else was really digging it. I thought it was cool. I bought this display case in an antique store. I thought it was really neat, so I made
That was a great find.
Yeah, I made a cool Boba Fett display out of it. I have another Boba Fett here and the Titanium Series diecast Boba Fett. I actually have the Darth Vader one as well. Actually, I have two Darth Vader ones. One in the case like this, and another one where just the plastic right here. Another cool antique store find was this Darth Vader bank. I can play anything. I was hesitant on playing it because you can't stop it once it goes. It's just going to keep going. But it's still really cool.
I had the Qui-Gon one back in the day.
So I've never actually seen the Qui-Gon one.
He just keeps going.
So, one of the things that I did buy... Are you finished, Anakin? Rice. Anyway, he'll finish up here in a second. Another cool Vader piece I just bought from New Dimension was this poster. I know most of you know Darth Vader his costume was based around a samurai. So I thought it was pretty cool representation of the samurai costume.
That is a great piece.
So yeah, one of my more prized possessions.
It's my favorite.
That I put in a glass case. And one of the very few things that I have open, quote unquote, is the original 1983 Rancor from Kenner. I put the little Luke Skywalker in his hand. I thought that was pretty cool. It's in this cool display case that, again, I found at a antique store. Now, here's a few things that are actually really personal to me. This Darth Vader framed piece right here, it's actually a puzzle, as well as the Yoda over here. It's another frame puzzle, and the R2, 3PO, and BB-8 frame puzzle. My grandfather, before he passed away, actually put all those together, glued the puzzle pieces together. Yep.
Did not know that.
And framed them for us. So something near and dear to my heart. Some very good Star Wars pieces too. I really enjoyed them, so I made sure I displayed those. I have two Another thing actually very near and dear to my heart, my son colored this. It was a pretty cool photo, actually. I don't know where he got it.
Can't get past the... He made Obi-Wan's lightsaber green. Can't get past that.
Well, speaking of lightsabers, I actually have two. They're not the best of quality, but they light up. They are pretty cool. It was $40. I bought both of them. I thought they were pretty cool, so I'm not upset about it. I do want to buy some NeoPixels one day. When I get the cash, that'll be a great find.
And by the way, sponsored
by
Yingling.
America's oldest and finest brewery.
It even says that right there. America's oldest brewery.
Hey, see, I wasn't lying.
Perfect.
But yeah, so there's that. A couple other display pieces I have here. Another Star Wars sign. There's a bathroom here. I need to redo it, but it'll be a Star Wars bathroom. Have a nice cool sign. I have these here. This was a great piece here. I actually met Ray Park during Steel City Con in its infancy, not infamy, even though it is pretty infamous now. But he was actually really cool. He signed that. He gave that to me for free, actually. I didn't pay a fucking red cent for it, which is great. But so some more stuff over here. I found this cool droids line here. I got the Boba Fett, which I absolutely love. It opens up, and it's the Boba Fett prototype armor or whatever it was. But I thought that was great. I loved it. It actually wasn't that bad in price either, so I was pretty happy with that. The Mando on the bike with Grogu, I found that at Five Below. That was cheap. That was cool. This Darth Maul, I actually bought it that...
I love that.
I bought this at the Toypalooza.
Okay.
But it opens up.
Yes.
It's really cool. I love it.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
It's a shirtless Maul. He looks badass. It's from the Black Series, which, again, I wasn't a huge fan of the Black Series, but they did come out with some cool stuff. This down here, the Luke and the Wampa, I found that at GameStop. Yeah, they were pretty cool. They were pretty cheap, so I picked them up. This Jabba and Han, I'm not sure where I even picked that up at.
I want to say Miller's.
Yeah, it was probably
Miller's.
Loose.
It was loose at Miller's.
But I bought the Sphero BB-8. Played with it a couple times. It was all right. And then here's some Power of the Force collection, which I have most of. I have mostly Power of the Force collection. But we'll get into more of that. So I don't know if you want to take this wide and take it all in first, and then we'll go more into...
This is the makeshift filming area for...
This is where we film our podcast, but it's also where I keep all my display stuff down here. There's some good display pieces up there. Again, another puzzle my grandfather made. It's up top left there. But some cool stuff.
More shirtless Maul.
More shirtless Maul. A cantina bottle opener.
Now let me ask you this: did Ray Park sign that for you? Was he shirtless?
In my mind, he was. So I'm not a huge original Kenner collector, but I do have some original Kenners in my original Kenner collector case.
They're not bad loose.
No.
You can find some.
So that's belongs to you there, Dangar. I have the Darth Vader. He has the retractable lightsaber.
The telescopic lightsaber.
The telescoping lightsaber. I have a Scout Trooper, which is in a Stormtrooper slot. I have Bosk, IG-88, and I have Dengar. Bosk and Dengar have their weapons. IG-88 I bought loose. He does not have his weapons. I also bought the telescoping lightsaber Luke with a what seems to be a yellow lightsaber.
Yeah, well, that was the original one they released it with.
But I thought that was pretty cool.
And it's probably one of my favorite, other than the Rancor, that's one of my favorite pieces that you have is the carrying case.
Which I also found at an antique store, very cheap. And you can find them online for pretty cheap too. They're not crazy.
Unopened's a different story. Like someone that kept it new in the box, unopened.
Well, absolutely. cute little Ewok stuffed animal I bought for my son when he was real little.
And now it's in your collection.
It was one of the very few things that he didn't gnaw and chew all the fur off. He had a little Chewbacca, he'd chew all the fur off. This was I don't remember what the holiday was, but my wife and son got this for me for, maybe it was Christmas, I can't remember. But really cool. I love Legos, and I love Star Wars, obviously. Really cool display piece. I had a lot of fun putting it together.
Oh, you actually put it together. That's not how it came. Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I put it together.
I thought it came as one piece.
No. You got to put them together when you get them. So that was a lot of fun putting that together. I enjoyed that. A Porg. I don't think he has any batteries in him right now, but he was pretty cool. A lot of the Power of the Force collection down here. My Grogu, of course. He'll talk and whatnot. There he goes. Cute little guy. He'll keep going. He'll babble on here eventually. Another one I have loose is my Han Solo here. So originally he was in the box, but when I was moving, I had a piece of wood leaned up, and it shifted, and it Captain Solo right in the plastic.
I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, it slices plastic open, so I figured, you know what, now he can be out.
Was that a Cash and Culture or Wild and Woolly's find?
This was actually Cash and Culture originally. I bought another one off Amazon or online somewhere. But yeah, this originally was Cash and Culture.
Rest in peace.
But yes, so now Captain Solo just kind of hangs out loose at the bar. He drinks with me. He's a good guy.
You also have Grogu at the bar, an underage. Actually, no, he's only 50, I guess.
He's 50 years old.
He's 50 years old.
He's called the child.
Yeah,
but
he's still youngin'.
You know what? Another cool Star Wars piece I have with my record player here.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you're going to show here.
The Star Wars album. I don't believe this is officially licensed, but
it is fantastic.
It is
Galactic
great.
Funk.
Yeah, it is a great listen.
Was that a thrift store find, or was that?
No, that was a sidewalk flea market kind of nonsense.
Good deal.
So this is where most of my Black Series is. Again, I'm not a huge Black Series collector. This one we ended up finding at GameStop.
We each got one.
It was very cheap.
That was a clearance purchase.
Yes. This Qui-Gon, I'm not sure, I can't remember where I found him, but I was glad I did, because I didn't really have a lot of Qui-Gon stuff. I have K2SO, which is one of my more favorite characters from Star Wars universe. Finn, Jyn Erso, Maz, another Finn.
Probably the Maul or the Grievous are my two favorites of your Black Series.
The Grievous is my most recent Black Series pickup, I would say. Minus the other ones I just got.
Yeah.
But I even have Rose back here. She's a little hidden, but she's back there. I'll just hide her again. Here's another few like Black Series I have here. I have the AT-ST. I have Darkside Ray. I thought that was really neat, so I made sure I picked that up. A few other odds and ends here. This Black Series, my wife found. I wasn't passing it up. It was at a good price. It's Mando and Grogu. I really like this one. They've gotten, Black Series, I'll give them credit where credit is due. They've gotten a lot better with their art, if you want to call it that. Just kind of like how...
Detail and design.
The detail and design, yeah. This was Cash and Culture.
Yes, I remember that.
This Boba Fett, absolutely loved it. Definitely was coming out with me. Slave One, I am trying to recall where I got that, but I was ecstatic to get that.
I want to say that was a Steel City Con purchase.
I'm thinking it was. I definitely wasn't going to leave without a Dewback and Sand Trooper, because
I love the armor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Stained armor.
I remember having that as a kid, so that one's kind of nostalgic for me. That one actually, there you go. Dalton actually gave those to me.
Oh, nice.
But right here, this actually came from my in-laws. Star Wars Super Nintendo. You could probably enlighten more about that.
Yeah, one of the most difficult games ever made, easily. That entire series was just awesome, but man, it's like slamming your head in a fucking car door.
So, more stuff here, which I'm still situating things. Things are still getting put away. This one here, I really like these, and I believe they're just called the Collector Series. And I have more of these to show when we get there. But this is Grand Moff Tarkin and Imperial Gunner. These were really cool 12-inch figures. I like these a lot. It also comes with the, what is it, the probe droid? Or
the
interrogator droid.
The interrogator, and she's in her cell, and they bring it has the big needle on it. Yeah, the interrogator droid.
But I thought these were really cool. I love the display. You know, you can flip it open. They're really cool. This one is one of my more favorite.
You don't see too many bigs. That's why I love some bigs dark lighter.
But there he is in his mustache glory.
Does not look like Wedge at all. I'm sorry.
It does not.
That looks like Biggs. That does not look like Wedge at all.
It does not. But you know what? They did a lot of label slapping back in the day. So I'm sure that was maybe a Ken doll or something.
Oh yeah, that's one of the best things. That's one of my favorite things I learned watching that Toys That Made Us was just how many figures they would reuse.
Oh yeah, it did.
For new. It makes sense.
But down here we got this is another Power of the Force. This is a tan coat Luke. So he's worth a little bit more than a regular one. A regular one's worth like about $3 or $4. That one's worth about $40. This is another Rancor and Luke action figure. This is Power of the Force. This one's not as rare as this 1983 one, which is just the box for the one that I have
box.
there.
Gotta love the old school box.
Here's the new Captain Solo that is undinged by the plastic that I got from here. I also have the AT driver. There's a little more Black Series here. This is a Kylo Ren. This one has a cool display open up too.
That's a cool Kylo Ren.
It is, but
the first one they had wasn't that great. That's a really cool Kylo Ren, I will say.
I got this. I was glad to pick it up, but I was a little upset with the condition. It's a little dinked up, but it's not that
especially
bad.
For a newer.
Yeah, but I got it at a good price. So just some more stuff up here, and one of my more all-time favorites, which this one
it's a great one.
This is a great one. It's another Collector's Series one.
That was a Cash and Culture purchase too.
Yes.
No, it was.
No, yeah, right.
Was.
Yeah, it was.
I was there when you got it because we were fighting over it.
It's really cool. The only thing with this one is that the blue lightsaber of Obi-Wan is down in the box.
I can't even see it in there. Yeah.
But still really cool. This was definitely Cash and Culture. I remember getting this as Luke Skywalker in Jedi Gears is when he was in the Rancor pit.
Oh yeah, I never even noticed he has he's holding the bone.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man.
Now this is where I get upset with the Black Series.
Yep. Well, we talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah.
So we won't get too much into that, but
no way to display it other than in the box. So upsetting, but still pretty cool. This is what I love. This is the they're bringing it back kind of thing. This is Hasbro, but it looks like an original Kenner.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the box is crisp. It looks great. This I found at an antique store.
I'm a sucker for old school board games, and that's just fantastic.
Kenner. Yeah. Now this is like what I said earlier.
Oh yeah.
This is the diecast series, but this is the Darth Vader. And here's the original VHSs. They're probably the re-release. They're not.
They're the re-releases. Yeah.
But this is a lot more. We'll go quickly through them because there's so much of them. But this is more the Power of the Force series. Got the Ewok, Leia. This is the Death Star escape where Luke and Leia swing over and the stormtroopers are shooting at them.
I love that. I love that set.
Yeah, I know, right? We got a cool Dengar here. There's the Jabba the Hutt's dancers, Luke and the Tauntaun. These are newer. These are the Micro Machine lines that just came out. This is the Squadrons. I have an X-Wing and I have a TIE Fighter. Oh, that's actually Darth Vader's TIE Interceptor, or TIE Advanced. I apologize.
I love the droid fighters, man.
Yeah, the droid fighters were good. I believe it was a... shoot, where did I get those?
That looks like Cash and Culture.
Yeah, you know what? I think it was Cash and Culture. But here's more of the Episode 1 box sets. The little Anakin here. He was a thrift store find, I believe. And then all along here, I have.
This is truly the wall of all the. I'll do a quick. Well, this is the Attack of the Clones line right here. I had a lot of these when I was younger. But there's your unsung hero of the.
And you know what's actually great if you want to come up here?
Yeah. Oh, I never saw that before. That's really cool. And if I may, real quick, just not to hijack this from you, this is what we mentioned before. The true great thing about Star Wars toy lines, at least back in the day, they literally would make one for everything, man. Everything. But getting to my favorite piece of your collection.
What did you even?
Oh, well, I figured this was a little bit. These were a little bit more higher up than just the wall pieces.
Yeah, you can just scale it into that. I mean, it's all kind of. They're a lot of these are the Power of the Force collection too. But I mean, obviously the Plagueis, the Black Series Plagueis, he's a bit more of a collector's thing.
Recent purchase.
Yeah, that one was recent. Cara Dune, R.I.P.
One of the smallest pieces I've ever seen.
and here's another one of my favorite.
Slightly shirtless mole.
But he has the robotic legs.
Yes.
So I really enjoyed that.
Even though you can't appreciate it in its entirety.
Well, we'll get there one day.
Lots of Leias.
Obviously.
Like you got the bounty hunters lined up down there.
Yeah. I did try to organize somewhat.
More Biggs. Shout out to Biggs Dark later. Cool.
So yeah, there's even more here. One of my favorites here.
Man, they did him dirty with that action. Look at that. He looks like Mario. Oh, that's hilarious.
Porkins, you son of a bitch.
Which one of my favorite trivia facts, his same actor used in another George Lucas production, Indiana Jones, and his character name was Major Eating. Man, George Lucas fucking hated that guy. Anyway, and some episode 1 stuff you got here. Then my favorite things that you have down there.
The pizza boxes.
Oh, those are so cool, man. That just takes me back. Oh, some Pez. I didn't know you had some Pez.
Mm-hmm. No, this is kind of actually where this all started, really.
Yeah.
With this piece right here.
Yes. That was the first thing you saw at Miller's, I believe.
I saw it at Miller's, and yeah, I just started collecting from there.
Oh, we got bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, Cloud Car. That's a great one right
it's,
there.
Like I said, a lot of the Power of the Force collection.
Yeah.
Up here is some of my original Kenners. I have the original Snow Speeder. It's going to get in there a little bit better. But fix that at a later time. I'm missing the Harpoon. Other than that, it's essentially complete. Definitely a fun display piece. My Falcon I won't bring down. It's missing a lot. It needs a lot of TLC, but I'm hoping to piece it together one day. This one I believe is just from the Micro Machines line.
Well, you had so many loose Falcons.
Yeah. I wanted
you almost bought that other one.
Yeah.
The last
yeah. I did, but I knew I wouldn't be able to. But yeah, so there's that. There's a good bit of my comic books there. Over here, I have more of my other interests. I have a lot of the Punisher. I don't have much of a collection, but there's still enough. These are the very few pops that I do collect. I've never bought any of these pops. They're all bought for me. And it's not that I have anything against pops. It's just I know it's a slippery slope with them. But down here is more of these collector series, which I absolutely love these. They're fun to collect. They're fun to display. They're fun to open up and show people. They're just really cool. I really enjoy collecting a lot of these. I feel like I have most of them. I know I'm missing a few, but I got to research into like what I'm actually missing. Just some more This is another one. This is called the Masterpiece Edition. I'm not sure when or how this one came about, but it comes with a little book.
Yeah.
Has an Anakin in it.
That was a Cash and Culture purchase too.
Yes.
I was there when you...
No.
I believe
this was Wild and Woolly.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Huh.
But yeah, I see. I always love these cool.
I do too.
Little box sets
I do too.
Actually, my favorite one, the Mindock Hunt.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I thought, what an obscure scene. I just thought that was so great.
Oh no, my obscure scene is Sebulba, Jar Jar, and Anakin. To me, that's the most obscure one.
Well, I mean, it is, but it isn't, because that's like the first time you actually meet Sebulba, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's it.
That's the majority of my collection there. So, you want to? We'll switch off here.
All right.
And we'll get Dale Ramjam talking about his collection.
Well, like I said, I had a lot more pieces at one point.
This isn't all your collection.
Yeah,
this is just some.
I brought
of them.
over a select few. This is, and these aren't even like rare or valuable. They're just my personal favorites. A little bit dusty. I haven't taken them. I just took a lot of these out of the box. Got Grand Admiral Thrawn, Black Series. He's finally going to be getting his live action debut in Ahsoka, and I can't wait for that. I'm a huge fan of the Thrawn trilogy of books. He was introduced, I believe, I think the books came out first, but he was also one of the main characters in Star Wars TIE Fighter back in the day. Great game. And he was featured in Rebels, and he was fantastic in Rebels. So I can't wait to see him in live action. Next, we got my favorite bounty hunter other than Boba Fett. We got Cad Bane. That's probably one of my favorite Black Series figures. Just heavily inspired by Lee Van Cleef from many different Westerns from back in the day. But I had to pick this up whenever I saw it. It's one of my all-time favorite Black Series figures. Then that's when I started liking Black Series, when they started doing more.
Oh, yeah, when they started getting a little
branching off to the animated series and the video games. And speaking of the video games, I was torn. Actually, I did bring both of them. Two versions of Darth Revan. We have Jedi Knight Revan, who I guess was introduced in Galaxy of Heroes, but I just liked it because it was a variation. And we have classic Darth Revan, who anyone who's played Knights of the
Heroes. Is that the mobile app game?
Galaxy Heroes, yes.
Yeah.
But anyone who's familiar with Knights of the Old Republic knows that Revan is a legendary character in the Star Wars lore. And yeah, those are two of my favorites. Now, the only pieces I have, this one isn't a toy. This was actually a gift from my sister one Christmas. This was a Steel City Con purchase. Little Home is Where the Force Is that someone made, and it's one of my favorite things I displayed in my room. And
so just a nice little personal piece.
A little personal piece, yeah. Which that's what we're about. Piece of our favorites, you know what I mean? And now the one that is the most I've ever spent on a Star Wars figure is the original Imperial Gunner.
No shit, I didn't know you got that.
Yep. And I'm not saying how much I spent on it.
Was it more than the Pelagus you bought?
Yeah.
Yeah,
much more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is the most I probably spent on a Star Wars piece. This is a Steel City Con purchase.
Oh, that's why.
And yeah, but you know what? Guys sold me on it. I didn't have anything really like vintage or really rare at that point. So I popped on it and I regret nothing. So that's one of my favorite little pieces from my Star Wars collection. So that's all I brought though. I mean, I had a much bigger collection at one point, like I said, but I'm slowly working on rebuilding it. And truth be told, you have some, like, I love the Boba Fett versus IG-88 piece that you have in there.
Ah, yes.
I sought after that for a long time.
It's hard not to get it with the glare there.
Yeah. So I didn't want to bring stuff over that you have in your collection. Like Darth Plagueis is one of my favorites. That one's one of my favorites. So, yeah. That's my my little showcase too. So we want to do a little final.
Hooray!
Until next time. Today was a clusterfuck.
Great success.